Now, when I got done playing, I was 26 or 27 at the time, and I was fucking broke. And what I mean, I barely had I think I had less than $500 in my bank account.
Right.
Now, when I got done playing, I could have continued to play there's different routes other than affiliated baseball. Like you can go to indie ball, independent baseball, and all that other stuff. But I was like, I'm fucking over it. I fucking hate baseball. I've been doing this for way too fucking long.
Right.
And everyone will become that in 6 years of fucking minor leagues.
Right.
That's what I was called, salty veteran. That's what I was. I was salty. I was hating life.
Hello, Ziza Connection. Today we're connecting with Eric Sim.
That's right.
The Juco Bandit, the Juco King. Hit bombs. What is it? Hit bombs, throw gas.
Hit bombs, and fucking eat steak, baby. That's what we're about. So,
and lift heavy shit.
That's right. That's right. All day.
Man, you are a fucking savage.
Hey, man, I like doing what I'm doing, and I'm good at it. So if it's one, I'll fucking do it. You know.
I mean, fair enough. You have a personality that is so likable. You know what I mean? And I think that's proven in your growth on social media, on YouTube, on all that. You're close to 40K subscribers. Congratulations on that. But yeah, you're just one hell of a likable kind of dude, even though you're abrasive. You know what I mean? You come off strong.
And I think that's a thing people misunderstand a little bit too, because I cuss a lot and I'll say fuck, I'll get piped up or whatever.
Right.
But I mean, people, especially the kids, I have a lot of kids that follow me, they get the message behind it, right?
What is that message?
The message I'm trying to get to is how I'm going about things, and I want you to learn from, and whatever way I'm doing. Let's say if I'm lifting weights, I don't fuck around. I'll do half-ass effort. I'm fucking full send, do or die type shit, right? So, and if I have nothing, for example, when all the gyms got shut down for COVID. I made my own fucking weights at home.
With the concrete
weights. I literally searched YouTube. You guys, anybody can fucking Google it, and then I just searched it, and I'm like, fucking, I need to do it. I can't not do it just because of circumstances. Does that make sense? So that's a message I'm trying to get across to these to everybody. And to be honest, whether everybody agrees it or not, I don't fucking care. I'm gonna do this is how I do it. But it seems right now a lot of people are enjoying this. So
you're getting a good response, that's for sure. So the Juco King,
right?
Where did that come from? Why are you the Juco King? What makes you the Juco King?
I went to JUCO myself for 2 years. And when I went there, which was over 10 years ago, it was very looked down upon to go to a junior college. Instead, all the kids want to go to fucking Division I these days, or even back in the day too, And I still don't get that, because I went through the grind myself for 2 years in JUCO, and that shit is dude, that should change my fucking life to way better,
right?
And I really needed that when I was 18. And then I'm glad I went through that, which is why I'm proud that I went through that shit. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of kids, a lot of people don't seem to get that, which is why I'm you know what? Fuck this. Let's kind of brand this. You know what I'm saying? Let's brand this, and I don't know, for whatever reason I thought of the King of Juco. I'm the fucking king, because I'll throw harder than anybody. Whatever. I'll compete, lift, do all that shit while still preaching the Juco mentality type stuff. And I decided to do it, and I kind of do it just for fun, as my training motivation or whatever.
Right.
And then the brand just kept growing, and here I am now. So
right. So obviously you're a content creator.
Right.
Is that your main focus right now?
That is my main job.
Okay.
But it's something I want to do. The money to me right now don't matter to me shit. For me, it's I want to grow. I want to see what I can do in this world, right? It's really fun for me because I get to be me. I work for a company called Momentum. It's a baseball content creating company.
Okay.
And they've been really great with letting me be me. What do you want to do? Okay, I want to do this. Then we'll support you.
Right.
And that's. You can't really ask for more than that, True. So, especially guy I am, like you said, I'm abrasive. I get a fucking I'm an intense human being.
Yeah.
But if I have that, to back me up, I can do what the fuck I want to,
right.
So it's been awesome. Recently I went to a trip in Grand Junction, Colorado. I mean, who the fuck, I would never go there by myself, but with the help from Momentum, I was able to go there. There's a JUCO World Series that was happening. I went there, man. The trip was fucking unreal. I met up with all the JUCO bandits. The kids loved me. It was unbelievable experience. And again, I just want to keep growing this brand. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna do whether people like it or not because I like it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, you're not harming anyone. You're not hurting anyone. Nothing you're doing is hurting anybody.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Right. And to be honest, like I think I'm making the game better. You know, and if I think that, then who the fuck cares what other people think of it? You know, like I think it. So and kids like it. If I get one message, if 100 people hate me and one person like it, I'm gonna do it. You
Fair enough.
But if 1,000 people hate me and nobody like me, maybe I'll think about it.
Maybe you'll change.
But even so, I'm probably not gonna change.
You're like, I am who I am. You gotta take it for what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Right. So you spent a couple years in the minor leagues too.
Right.
Okay.
6 years.
Right. And so I'm not big on baseball. Mm-hmm. It's not my favorite sport. Right. I don't know a lot about it. So you'll have to educate me.
Right.
What is the process like for going from the minor leagues to the major leagues? And what was your specific process like in the minor leagues? What was your experience?
The experience itself was, I can't really say great because it's a mixture of everything. Okay. A lot of people think when you get drafted, when you go pro or whatever, oh, you know, like you made it. You know, you made it. This is your dream. And it is. Like I signed a professional contract and I made a little bit of money. Not much, but I made a little money.
Made something.
Yes, made something, you know, but it's also way harder than what people kind of like envision this as, right?
Emotionally or practically?
Everything. Like,
okay.
Fucking everything. It'll emotionally challenge you. It'll mentally drain you. It'll physically fuck you up. You know, like I've had surgeries and all that. It'll just do that, right? So because you're at the highest level, you're trying to compete with a very low, I don't know if you're familiar, like the minor league pay is like below poverty. It's horrible.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, which is why, like, I mean, there's articles getting written basically every fucking couple weeks saying how bad these minor leaguers get paid and stuff like that.
There was like a photo of, I think, the Oakland A's food,
the minor league food or whatever. It's just trash, you know. Right. And there's no reason for that because the reason I preach for the minor leaguers is because I went through it myself and it was shitty. Right. And I don't think there's any reason for it to be shitty because MLB makes fuckload of money. Yeah. Like the year before COVID, they made $10.7 billion in revenue, which is the most they've ever made. The year before that, they made $10.3 billion, which is also the most they've ever made at that
prior
time.
To, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so they're making fuckload of money, and there's no reason for them to not pay these minor leaguers or just treat them like fucking human beings, you know? Like, I'm not asking for, hey, pay every fucking minor leaguer $100K a year. I'm not saying that.
Right.
Dude, I'm talking like $30K, bare minimum shit. Like, when you're in my first full season in pro ball, I made $3,000.
Oh, my God.
The entire motherfucking year.
Oh, my God.
Right? So you got to understand, like,
playing like, what, 70, 80 games?
Dude, it's so bad.
Oh, my God.
Like, it's so... It's way worse than what people think. So when you show up to spring training, so if you're a baseball player, your year starts with spring training. Okay. It starts in March for a month. You don't get paid for that. Okay. And then I got stuck. I didn't make a full season team, which is like all these low A, high A, double A, triple A teams. Okay. So I got stuck in a little camp called extended camp, which is why all the kids that don't make it, they get stuck in this camp in Arizona, which was we're based out of. And then I did that for 2.5 months, not getting paid until draft happened, which was in June. And then draft hits in June, and you play short season, right? Which is like rookie ball, and you make, I don't know, I made literally $2,500 for the 2.5 months of doing that. And then I went home and I came back here for an instructional camp, which is like another month-long camp. They invite you down and then you do it without getting paid. So for a whole fucking year, right. I made literally $2,500. Now, when I went home, that was my first full season. I went home like, I'm fucking broke, man. like, this is bad. And I signed for like not a lot of money. I signed for $15,000. I got drafted as a 27th rounder. Right. I signed for $15K, but dude, I realized that shit's gonna go out the fucking window literally next year. Right. So as soon as I got home, man, I started working, like giving lessons and shit like that. And that's the best you can do if you're a minor league baseball player, because who the fuck is gonna hire you for 4 months out of the year? No one. Especially with you. Usually not a whole lot of education, right? We usually get drafted like, you know, during college or whatever. So we don't really have a degree or whatnot. Right. And literally you're there for 4 months. So no one's going to hire for 4 months. You're not going to do that. So the best case for you is get a fucking coaching or lessons or whatever. Right. And to make a little side cash. And then while that's happening, you still got to train every fucking day. Right. You know, throw, hit, fucking condition, lift, like all that.
Their expectations are huge despite what they're giving you.
And exactly, right? So, and they expect all that to be done, which is fine. We'll do it. We can do that.
Make it worth my while, though.
Exactly. Pay us a little bit so that I'm not fucking struggling in a fucking 2-bedroom
Right.
apartment with 7 fucking dudes. You know, we did that in fucking Lowey, bro.
Oh man.
It was horrible. Like it
Oh,
was
man.
like I'm talking like we had a funny story in Lowey. We had a dude living in the living room, and he literally post up these curtains. It's just like he can have a little bit of privacy.
It's like in a hospital
like
bed
right
type
here,
deal.
like he'll put up like a hospital
Oh
type,
my
like,
God.
and that's what we went through, right? And again, that shit like only made me stronger, and that's great. But for the future generation of these professional baseball players, they're called professionals working for an affiliated teams. Like we're talking like big league teams, man. They got fucking money. I know it. I've seen the big league camp. They got money.
They're saving all the money for the max out contracts for
Yeah.
their MLB. You know, yeah, you got a point
And
and a half,
again,
man.
that is really the owner's choice, and
True.
hopefully that shit can like change it up or whatever. But we'll see. But there's no reason for them to get paid this shitty to play a professional baseball 144 game season.
Right.
Like what the fuck, man? Like fuck you, you know? So,
Right. Do you think if minor league players were getting paid more, do you think there would be more quality players coming out of the minor leagues?
1000%. Well, what?
Why
It makes
wouldn't
sense.
they? Right.
It makes sense, right? So right now, minor leagues is shitty food, shitty like sleep, because I mean you're stuck with fucking 7 dudes in a 3-bedroom apartment.
Right.
You're not getting any sleep or whatever. You know, these situations are shitty. Off season, you're working instead of fucking working out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so even for me, in my off season, I literally got up at 5 a.m, get my lift done. And right after that, I started giving lessons for like a high school,
Right.
Because we had like a class thing or whatever. So I had to make money. So I did that until like noon hits, right? And noon hits, I'll fucking throw for a quick hour and a half or so, and then because I go to throw a whole routine and stuff like that, like so it takes more than fucking 10 minutes. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I do all that, and right after I'll give more lessons, and then right after that I'll do fucking when I was catching, like I'll catch, hit, and all that stuff, and then I'll do more lessons, you know, like
Right.
and so it's very demanding, physically and mentally demanding. And while I was doing that, I was broke. I literally had like I don't think I've never had like more than $1,000 in my bank account after I went through all my signing bonus, right?
Right.
So like I mean, fuck, man, why? You know,
Right.
there's no reason to.
And there's no time for you to focus on the craft when you're worried about all that other shit,
Exactly.
too. Yeah.
Now I get the fact that it makes you stronger.
Right.
I get that, and I became stronger.
You're a
because
tough
of that.
motherfucker. You
And
can
that
see it.
You find a way.
Right.
But at the same time, is there a reason to be? No. Like I feed them better food. Like
right. At least give us a kitchen with some food for the day.
Fuck yeah,
Right.
man. I mean,
Right.
fuck. Like in Lowey, we literally like after the game or before the game, sorry, our trainer will bring food. And one time we only had like one rotisserie chicken from Walmart.
For the whole team.
And then with a couple bananas and PB&J. Now, one rotisserie chicken with 30 fucking dudes, man.
And big dudes, too.
Big motherfucker. I'm talking like I'm not very big and I'm fucking big. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, we're going through this, like, just nasty, bro. I'm like, dude, like, why? You know? So I looked at it. I looked at the chicken because I went up there, like, later because I had to catch bullpens. So, like, a catcher's like, I'll get fucked up. So, like, I was catching all the bullpens. Came in. Like, one rotisserie chicken is just fucked to pieces. I looked at it. I'm like, I'm just not going to touch that. You know?
Right.
So,
I hear you.
So I went like made a PB&J and that was it. But it just, again, there's no reason to because these guys should be getting like top-notch nutrition.
Should be actually
top-notch recovery, top-notch sleep. Then you're going to get your quality player, right?
Yeah.
And you're investing in these motherfuckers. You know, you're, especially like first rounders, they're spending millions on these motherfuckers. And then during the season, no shit, they get hurt because
Right.
they don't get fucking fed or they don't get sleep or the schedule sucks. The minor league schedule is already brutal to begin with.
Right.
And you're going through fucking 12, 14-hour bus rides right after the game. Like, I remember, like, we'll get done at 11 p.m., right? Our games usually start at 7. Game get done at, like, 10:30. Shower up. Everything's done by 11. We'll take the fucking bus at 11 all the way, like, to, like, 2 or 3 p.m. of the next day, right? And then we'll check in a hotel, and then we'll go to the field, do the pregame, and then play that day.
So you really got to love this shit to do it, man.
Yeah, and again, like, when we all have the love for it,
Right.
but again, there's either way. There's no reason for them to not get fucking.
100%.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree with you.
Yeah.
So you came out of the minor leagues. You did 6 years in the minor leagues.
It was long.
Yeah. That's a long time. I don't think
Yeah.
people really understand how long 6 years is.
It was,
Especially to be
very
doing
long.
something under that kind of conditions,
Right.
right? And I'm sure you got accustomed to it
Right,
over
right.
time. But after you left the minor leagues, was it always your goal to become a content creator?
No, so right after I became a bar manager. Now, when I got done playing, I was 26 or 27 at
Okay.
the time, and I was fucking broke. And what I
Right.
mean, like I barely had like, I think I had less than $500 in my bank account.
Right.
Now, when I got done playing, like I could have continued like to play. Like indie, there's a different routes other than affiliated baseball. Like you can go to indie ball, like independent baseball, and all the other stuff. But I was like, I'm fucking over it. I fucking hate baseball. I've been doing this for way too fucking long.
Right.
And everyone will become that in 6 years of fucking minor leagues. You know,
Right.
that's what I was called, like salty veteran. Like that's what I was. Like I was salty. I was hating life. And then right after that, I'm like, I'm fucking broke. I need to make some money.
Right.
You know, and so I got a job bartending. And then as soon as that the bar was needing some hand with managing as well, so I became a bar manager. I became a bar manager for. I did that shit for like 4.5 years. So I did that for a long time. Right after I got done playing, made a pretty good money.
Right.
But again, that lifestyle is also pretty shitty too. You know, like
It's strenuous.
it's very it's different. You know,
Right.
and for a lot of people that, because I get the both sides of this too. Like everyone's like, oh, I can do professional baseball. Like these random jabronis that are like, oh, I can do professional baseball. I'm like, no, the fuck you can't. You know, you can't go through you can't go through what these guys go through.
Right.
And number two, you're not fucking good enough anyways because you fucking suck. You know what I'm saying? You weren't fucking drafted for a reason. But vice versa, look, I know a lot of like pro guys are like, oh, you know, just regular jobs or whatever. It also is not like that either because I did that.
Right.
I did that. I mean, real job ain't no fucking joke either. They're not
Yeah.
gonna just like hand you money. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, so it's like you gotta earn everything.
Be out
you
there
know?
and perform in anything
You have
you
to
do.
in everything you do. You need to do better
Right.
than what other people are doing.
Right.
So I ran the bar, made decent money, but like the lifestyle was pretty fucking rough, and I wanted to change that, you know. So and then while I was bar managing, which I was doing that in Canada, that's where I'm from, and
Toronto, where what side
like
of
Vancouver, near Vancouver.
My cousin's from Vancouver.
Really? That's awesome.
I've been many a time.
Dude,
man.
Vancouver is fucking
beautiful
awesome.
place. Beautiful.
No, it's awesome, but you've heard of Victoria then?
Yes.
Yes. So I was on the island, and I was running a bar on the island.
Okay.
So I was doing that. It was good, but like the lifestyle was it's different.
Right.
So I went from waking up at 5 a.m, working out and all that stuff to like nothing. I'm bartending until fucking 2 a.m, 3
Right.
a.m, cleaning up till 4 sometimes, right? So the whole lifestyle change was different, and now I need to adjust to that. Now in the beginning, like I was like, I just wanted to make money,
Right.
So like I was all in this bar managing. So like I worked every single day, literally like 5, 6, 7, sometimes 7 days a week.
Right.
I did that for years, and after a couple of years, I gained a lot of weight, obviously, like eating shitty. I'm eating bar food every day. I'm drinking every day, all that stuff. And I got up to 290 pounds.
Damn.
So I was a big boy. And I'm like...
And that's after being in shape your whole
That's
life.
after... I was like 230, 240, like
Right.
pretty fucking in a good
Shredded,
shape.
right,
You know?
right.
Like, so... and I was like, dude, like I need to clean this shit up a little bit. Because one day I got up with like a headache.
Right.
And I'm like... Why am I getting this headache? I'm like, no shit, you're fucking out of shape. That's why.
At least you called yourself out on it.
So I was like, what are you doing, bro? Like
Right.
I looked at me, I'm like, what are you doing? You gotta clean this shit up. So, funny thing, like I have a little like a radar gun that I still had at home or whatever. I took one of that out with me. I went to some local fucking like little league park, you know, just like walked there, and I started throwing, and I got up to 77 miles an hour, and my arm was fucking throbbing. Now, right before I retired, I got up to 97.
Okay.
So I was 20 miles an hour down,
Right.
and I'm fucking just fat out of shape. You know, I was like, fuck this. I just got pissed, and ever since then I started training. I was pretty like transparent with all my training.
Right.
Whether I do good or not, I'll share everything.
Right.
Right. And then that's how I started building my brand. People seem to like it, you know, just because I'm very transparent.
Right.
If I fucking suck and I can't get that lift up, I'm still gonna post it, and just I don't just post up when I do well or whatnot. Right. So I started doing that, building my brand, and then and yeah, man, just my friend runs this company. I train with them in a Driveline,
Okay.
which is in Seattle, which is a big baseball facility.
Okay.
And then I got hooked up down here. My wife lives down here, so I was like, hey, like I'm finally gonna move down there. Like I'm gonna become American. Like I want to do this shit. And then here I am. Now I'm making content, some crazy fucking content for baseball.
Like full time, like
Full-time.
living. It seems like you found the best path for yourself to still enjoy baseball.
To be brutally honest, this is the most I've ever enjoyed baseball in my fucking life.
That's
Not
something
even like,
to say,
not
man.
even when I got drafted, bro. Like, even when I got drafted, I was pretty fucking salty because like I want to get drafted higher, and like, you know the mindset that you're at when you're playing,
right?
And
especially
like,
a guy like you. You seem like the kind of guy who wants to be the best at what you're doing.
I want
all
to do
the
more,
time.
better, bigger, you know, like all the time. So when I
100%.
got drafted 27th round, I'm like, fuck that. I was pissed because I want to get drafted higher, you know, like, so I didn't really get to enjoy that. But now, like, I don't gotta play for anybody. I'm doing this shit for me, you know, like, so no one tells me to go out and fucking throw. I do it because I want to do it, and that really like drives me more, to be honest. And now, like, I'm more fired up to do shit now than before.
And I see you posting videos. So you said when you left the minor leagues, you were throwing 97 miles an hour.
Right.
I see you posting videos where you're still hitting 97, 98 miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm pulling down, and I'm usually on the mound. I'll get up to like 92, 93 regularly, and then I'll get up to like 94 when I feel good and stuff like that. So I'm throwing pretty fucking good, which is again that's what makes me also different than all the other content creators and stuff. Because I can do shit. I can still do it, you know, and I enjoy doing it. I don't like just talking about it, man. I like doing shit. That doesn't mean I'm gonna like dominate all these big leaguers and stuff. I'm not saying that. But also, so if I have a big leaguer that's coming in, I'm like, you're gonna be better than me, but I'll still go ball out.
I'm gonna compete.
I'll still fucking come out with you. Like when we take a batting practice or live ABs or whatever, like I'll fucking ball out. Like I'm not gonna just like let you like be this. Fuck that, you know. You and me, let's compete, have fun. You know, like that's the kind of guy I am. So.
Right. Have you gotten any time to spend with any major leaguers or anything like that?
Yeah, a lot of my friends are big leaguers. So even this offseason, I linked up with a lot of big leaguers. I had a homer off Jeff Hoffman, who's a pitcher with the Reds, like in the big leagues. Like, I mean, fuck these guys. You know? I'm better than all these fucking clowns, you know. But
you're like, let's throw and let's see who can do the best, right?
Fuck them. You
compete
know?
With me.
Yeah, dude. Like, cause like again, that's kind of guy I am. Like, I don't care if I'm facing fucking Randy Johnson or fucking a fucking high schooler. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck who I'm facing.
Right.
I'm gonna compete. Like I faced like a softball pitcher one time. Okay. And then I'm like.
I saw that video. I actually watched that video.
Yeah, like a softball pitcher. Yeah, maybe other people were like, oh, you know, I'll take it easy. Fuck that, let's compete. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she actually struck me out. She's like a high school softball girl. You know, like softball again is pretty crazy. Like the distance is very short and stuff like that, which I thought was cool. But again, like that's the kind of guy I am. Like I don't care who the fuck you are. If you and I are playing baseball, let's fucking ball out, both of us. Ball the fuck out. After the game, we'll have a beer or whatever, you know, like, so that's the kind of mentality that I have with that. And that goes with everything, even my lifting.
Right.
I'm not the strongest human being, but like, I'll still go compete
with fucking hard with the, like, you can tell that you're going out 100% with every rep. You know what I mean?
Right. And I don't like wasting shit, you know, like you only have couple bullets left in your, like, throughout the day. Not everybody can like hit PR every single day. Right. And every single day, like you only have this small window to get better. And I'm gonna fucking maximize that all the time, right? So, I'm not the strongest human being. Like, if I go compete with a powerlifter right now, I'll probably get my ass kicked. But at my level, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to fucking maximize that. Right. Same thing with Olympic lifting. Like, I've never done that before, and now I'm doing a bunch of that, like cleans and shit like that. I got up to 335 cleans, which is fucking awesome. Like, I never was be able to do that, but because I'm trying to compete with these motherfuckers like that are better than me, like I'm getting up there now too. So how I go about it is the big message that I'm trying to get out to is just to do whatever the fuck takes to get to where you want to be.
So where do you want to be?
Great question. That's something like I don't really have like the end goal. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have this, you know, like a lot of people, like when baseball players, you ask a bunch of kids, what do you want to be? I want to play in the major leagues. Right. A lot of them will say that. Right. I don't have that. Right. I don't want to do that. I don't have this one thing I want to do that I'm looking for. Now, within my training, I have a lot of things I'm searching for. Okay. You know, on the mound, I'm trying to throw 95 again because I haven't done that in a while. So I'm searching for that every single fucking week. And then on lifting, you know, like my max bench is right now 365. I'm trying to get to 405. You know, and I want to do what it takes to get there. Now, I have these goals that are smaller goals, but I search for it every single day.
So you're more growth centric. You're more focused on growth in specific places.
Very much so. Yeah. Instead of having this big giant thing, oh, if I become this, that's it. You know, but I don't have that. Like for me, like I'm not gonna make it to the big leagues. I'm not gonna do that. I just don't want to do that either. You know, so I like these the small goals that I have in my life, but that means matter to me a lot more than what people think of it.
You sound like you're a lot more fulfilled at this point in your life. You sound like someone who's genuinely happy with what they're doing and accomplishing.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
that's what it sounds like to me.
But it really is, to be honest. Like I enjoy searching for more,
right?
And like just maximizing what I can do. You know, it doesn't matter what other people think of it. The reason I didn't like professional baseball is because sure, you want to play good and all that stuff, but there's also a lot of politics behind.
Right.
So you could be you can put up good numbers.
Right.
But if you're like a late round pick or you're a fucking nobody free agent sign, they're not going to move you up. Because moving you up is up to them.
Right.
But like what I'm doing now is all up to me. You know, like me going from... Obviously, like I'm getting all these following on YouTube and stuff like that. Being a YouTuber is something I never thought about before,
right?
And it's like something like really fun new thing that I'm trying to like achieve. You know, like, and I even call myself a YouTuber just as a joke in the beginning. But now I got like almost 40K subs.
It's
like,
a real thing now,
Jesus,
bro.
I'm gonna be like a YouTuber. You know, like maybe in a year, maybe I'll have 100K subs or whatever. You know, like so again, like all these little things that I do, like I try to be better. I have like 36 or 37,000 subs right now. I want to get to 40,000. After that, I want to go to 50,000, all the way up to 100 or possibly more. You know, like so everything that I do, I try to just do better. You know, just do better. You know, and it's all up to me, not on fuck. It's not everyone else.
You're not up to anyone else's standards.
No,
you don't give a fuck about anyone else's standards.
No, fuck everybody. Like, and I say that even in my posts and stuff. Fuck everybody. And that doesn't mean, you know, be a piece of shit to your mom, you know,
right? And disrespect people.
Yeah, that's not what I'm trying to get to.
Right.
The reason I say that is because a lot of people tend to get carried away with what other people think about them.
Right.
Like about let's say the perfect example like a JUCO kid, right? A kid signs in JUCO. Oh, they're like, oh, you didn't sign with Division 1?
Right.
I signed with Division 1. Like fuck them. Like who gives a fuck? You know, like. Fuck everybody.
You're not better. Why don't we go on the field?
Right now,
right.
Fucking ball out. You know,
right,
like
right.
So like that's the whole mentality that I have with everything. And even when I'm facing these big leaguers or whatever, I don't fucking care who you are. Like I'll fucking compete and we'll have a beer after or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like so.
Tunnel vision is a blessing, man. Tunnel vision is a blessing. If you can figure out what's going to make you feel fulfilled, not happy,
right?
Fulfilled,
right?
What's going to fulfill you, and set your sights on that goal and that goal specifically, and focus on getting closer to that goal every single day.
Yeah, man.
That's the way you feel fulfilled in a lifetime,
right? And I think that's why I'm like you say, you can tell like I'm way happier now. Even like I'm sure you don't know me before, but like I was pretty miserable, man. Like even in pro ball, like I was pretty fucking miserable. Especially the last couple of years were tough, and I was hating life, really. Like
negative Nancy
I
walking
hated
around
getting
and
up
shit.
And going to the field.
Yeah.
And that's when I knew I was done. Like
yeah.
And I played baseball for a long time, man, since I was 8 or whatever. So like over 20 years. Like so I played baseball for 20 fucking years.
It's like a religion.
Right?
You know,
and then
like
before a game, like it doesn't matter how young or old I was, you get this butterfly. You know, like you're going on a bus ride like to the field. You're like, okay, let's fucking go. It's go time. You know, like I felt that. Well, last couple of years in pro ball, man, I was playing professional baseball. I didn't have any of that shit.
You were just like, fuck it.
I was like, I hate this. I hate my life.
Yeah.
You know, and that's when I know, like, I knew that it was gone, you know, like, so, but now I'm kind of finding that again, finding that fire again in everything that I'm doing, you know, like even when it comes to YouTube or even when it comes to my lifting or whatever the fuck it is, I'm finding this fire and I feel like I'm growing now, you know, which is great. And I just want to keep doing this until fucking so my body tells me I can't do it anymore.
Right,
you know
right. Go until the wheels fall off.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So let's talk about a common guest of yours on your videos. Let's talk about Paige.
Yeah.
Who is Paige? Why? Where did you know? Like, what's the relationship there?
So Paige is a professional softball player.
Okay.
She played at UCLA, a big time softball program, and she was like a stud. Like fucking, she started and all that stuff. She also played for Team USA and shit like that.
Okay.
So she's like this phenom type, you know, softball player. And then funny enough, like I played baseball with her brother in professional baseball.
Interesting.
Because her brother, Ryan, he got drafted by the Giants, which is the same affiliate that I was with.
Okay.
And one of my last years, like it was Ryan's first years in professional baseball. I was actually his first roommate, I think, in pro ball, and I was this salty veteran.
One of his 6 roommates.
Brian's like fresh out of this college, you know. He's like, "What the fuck?" You know, this is asshole, just like hating life, and that was me. So, and after that, like obviously, like I never met Paige or anything like that, and then I met her through when I met Jason at the commercial shoot. And then I met Jason, who's his friend, and then also met up with Paige. So we're the 3 people that shot the commercial together. And then Paige was just there to shoot the commercial. And I'm like, and we're like shooting content. And while we're doing that, obviously, like we're talking. I'm like, she's pretty fucking cool, like, and she can dish it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like if she was like super like closed off, then I'm like, okay, that's fine. But she was like dishing out the jokes and all that. I'm like, you're pretty fucking cool. Like, do you want to shoot some more content with me? She's like, all right. I'm like, all right, so I'll see you next week. So
dude,
we started shooting content together, and then that shit's been fucking going crazy, man. So,
I can tell the videos are racking up the views.
Yeah.
For someone who has 40,000 subs, some of your videos have like 100K plus views.
Right. Yeah.
Like just running it up.
And then we do videos with Momentum. So we have videos that's going into like my own channel. And also like Momentum, which is a company I work for, and Paige is with them now too. And then we have videos that goes up there too. Usually our bigger videos will go on Momentum's channel. So when we're doing collabs, like big major collabs or whatever, it'll go on their channel. And also like a lot of the other stuff will also go on my channel. And also she has a YouTube channel as well, which is gonna start up a little more. But yeah, man, it's been a pretty fucking crazy ride for both of us. We just didn't know what to expect really. I mean, I'm like, it's a pretty weird combo.
Yeah.
I'm a 32-year-old ex-minor leaguer, ex-bar manager, now turned content creator. And she's also like stud softball player, now content creator. Like, what the fuck are we doing? We had no idea what the fuck we were doing. And we just kind of like we just wrote it out, you know? Like, fuck it, let's have some fun with it. And now, man, when we put up videos on Momentum's channel, like, we do pretty good views, like, we're pretty happy with it, you know, like, so we want to continue doing it, continue building our brand. And also the whole reason Momentum is there is so that like, it's a momentum for us too, you know, like let's all grow together. You know what I'm saying? Which is biggest reason I signed with them too. And it's been great, man.
You can't really ask for a better community than one that's going to let you make the videos you want to make while also still, you know, helping you get the growth that you need, the exposure that you need.
100%.
So Paige is still playing.
No, she's like, well, she's iffy. Like, she's not really sure yet. She's been asked to like play for like Team USA and stuff like that. But right now, I believe she's gonna focus on content creating. And we'll see where that takes her. But you know, I'm majorly responsible for that, so I have to make sure that she does well.
You showed her the way,
dude. I literally made her do this, basically. You know, because if I wouldn't have done that, I don't think she would have came out by herself. Right. You know, like she might have done like those one-offs or whatever in the commercials, but I don't think she would have been like all out. So I basically talked her out, and her family does well in California. They run like a baseball facility, baseball, softball.
Oh, so it's like a whole family thing.
It's like a whole family thing, man. And their facility's fucking massive too. I'm like, and I felt bad because like I know her parents like, hey, like you can just take this over, you know, do that, but I got Paige coming out to fucking Arizona doing these content stuff. So I got to make sure she does well. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, we'll see where this takes both of us, and then we'll have fun with it.
It seems like you've made better relationships through what you've done in the last few years than you did even playing baseball.
Oh yeah. 1000%. It's crazy. And especially since I've been doing this YouTube or content creating stuff, it's been a pretty crazy rise so far. I've been doing it since January. Right. So I'm pretty fucking new. Like I've only been doing this for 5 months or whatever. But you get to meet all those crazy people, man, like just different. And I've been doing a lot of collabs with like different sports as well, crossover content. So I met up with a bunch of like Olympic lifters one day, and I got them to throw and hit baseball. I was like, this dude is literally 6'6", 330 pounds. He's one of the strongest Olympic lifters in the fucking country. He is the strongest.
And you got him out hitting baseballs.
He's literally 6'6", 330.
Oh my God.
We got him to throw a baseball and hit, dude. It was incredible. Who the fuck is gonna see that? No one's ever done that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was incredible. And then
did he throw well? Did he throw hard?
He didn't throw. He hit hard, dude.
He hit hard.
So fucking strong. He got up to 97 miles an hour on an exit velo, which is like the baseball coming off the bat.
Okay.
Like 97 is no fucking joke, you know.
Okay.
Now he swings ugly as fuck too, being nice. So that's incredible that you can do that with that piece of shit swing of his.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? His throw was
You're like, it wasn't pretty, but it worked.
It was horrible, but 97 is no joke. Like you
Right.
win, you know. And I also linked up with a shot putter, like professional shot putter. His name was Nick. He was a fucking great, like he's like super personable. He's awesome about that. And then I got him to throw and hit baseballs too. It was fucking great. And right after we went to fucking his field and I threw like shot put. You know, like
dude,
I almost broke my arm. I was like, this shit's crazy. You know,
those things are heavy, man. That's
dude,
an awkward position to be in,
like
trying to chuck
16
something.
Pounds, man.
Yeah.
And like when you throw, like I thought it was like you hold it here, you like push. It's not. You hold it by the fingertips.
And you like fling it?
You flick.
That's weird.
It's here. And I'm like, what? I didn't even know. Now, that's a cool thing about doing this kind of stuff. I learned all that.
Right.
I had no fucking idea. Like,
right.
I mean, even all of us, like, it was normal people were like, oh, we
all thought, yeah.
You hold it and you push it as far as you can.
Right.
No, you just hold it here, hold it like this, and when you go, it's like a flick. And
you gotta have some strong ass fingers, man.
Dude, his hand, most incredible thing I've seen, because he gets all taped up too.
Okay.
Because his arm, like his hand will swell up like crazy.
Right.
Now, so we threw shot together, only a little bit because he already threw that day or whatever.
Right.
So we're throwing. I looked at his hand, like he's a righty just like me. His right hand was literally like twice the size
of his
than
left
his left hand. Because from throwing that many fucking shots, and you can imagine how many he's thrown in his life, right? These are fucking 16, 18, 20-pound fucking rocks that he's throwing every single fucking day.
And it's your job.
And it's his job, right? So, and that's been the most incredible thing for me, is just meeting all these people that are really true to their passions, right? And you learn a lot from them, because if you told me like, hey, throw the shot put until your hand turns that, I'm like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? But for him, he does that because he loves it. This is what he wants to do. You know, and it's like I got to lift with him and stuff like that. It's incredible. I linked up with like a professional long driver, like all these crazy people, man, like that I get to do shit with, and it's been nothing but great. Like especially like meeting these new people at the top of their professions. It's been great.
And you're really a man of passion. So from this conversation, what I can see is that you're more interested in seeing people who really love what they're doing and empowering people to love what they're doing than anything else.
Yeah, no,
that's really all you care about.
And that's what it's all about, really. If you're not really passionate about it, like it's tough. Like I don't care how good you are. Like you can be the stud or whatever, but if you don't give a fuck, like I don't fucking care about you either. You know, like I want somebody that's, even if it's like, so I went to this JUCO thing recently, and these JUCO kids that are like, they're like 18, 20, you know, and they're fucking passionate about this shit. They're like, this is life or death for them. Like, you know, it was crazy because like I know I was there before too. Like that's what I did before too. But for these guys, like it's life or death. This is the only thing that matters in their lives.
Right.
And for me to see that and watch how they play the ball, like the ball game, dude, the games are intense, man. They're like, this game, like this team will take the lead and they'll come right back up. And it's like a back and forth for like the 9 fucking innings, like back and forth. And then last, boom, winner, boom, right? So, and the loser season's all over. Like whatever you've been striving to do, like it's all over.
Done in a second.
It's done like that, right? So it was really incredible experience to like even see that from in the stands or whatnot. It was crazy. It gave me a lot of motivation as well, because I don't know. For me, I don't give a fuck how old you are. I don't care what you are. Like, if you have that passion, I can see it, and I see what you're trying to do.
About like, whatever it is.
I don't give a fuck what it is. Right. You can be a fucking, I don't know, this is random. Like, you can be a professional rock thrower. I don't know. Like, I don't care. But if you're passionate, you're all about it.
Stone skipping.
Dude, we're going to hang out. You know what I'm saying? We're going to kick it. Fucking, we're going to have a good time. You know, I don't care.
So what's your advice for, because you've been in this position is why I'm asking.
Right.
What is your advice for the guys who really love it? They're in JUCO. They live and die for baseball, right? And take it with anything anyone does. What is your advice for the people who go through that? They understand that passion and then it's taken away from them because you can't play anymore. You're out of JUCO. You're done with college. You're done with whatever it is. Now,
of course, the biggest thing will be finding your passion, right? Whether it could be whatever. It could be, I even talked about this one time. So a kid really loves this video game, like MLB The Show, right? It's just a video game, like no one really care about or whatever.
Right.
But he's passionate with it.
Right.
Then fucking be the best at it.
Right.
I don't care if it's video game or lifting or whatever. If you like, I don't know, like even me, like I like booze, you know. So I started studying wine because I wanted to take this to the next level. Instead of just like drinking booze as a bar manager, I wanted to take the next level. So I got level 2 certification, WSAT, which is like a big wine certification. I got to level 2, which is not bad. You know,
so you're just saying explore the things that you might enjoy.
Exactly. So whatever you really enjoy doing, or if you don't have it, try to find it. Try different things.
How does someone do that? Because here's the problem I see with this, right? A lot of people will say, I don't know what my passion is.
Right.
Or they'll say, I don't know where to make new friends, for example, right? How does someone who's spent their entire life doing one thing find something else to enjoy?
Now, that is a big question that we all have too. Because I know a lot of professional baseball players, especially even at the like a big league level, man. I met dudes that were making $20 million a year.
Right.
And they got done playing, and their fucking life is like fucked.
Right.
They're like either alcoholics or fucking they're like they do a lot of fucking like counter drugs as well or whatever. You know, these dudes
they have to distract.
These
they have
dudes
to distract themselves.
that made a bunch of money playing the game. They're good at it. When they get that taken out from them, like they don't know what to do. Mm-hmm. You know, and that goes with everybody. Mm-hmm. Even like all my friends, even myself went through that. When I got done playing at 26, I became a bar manager. Sure, your first year or whatever, like it was like I got this new things.
You were learning.
I was learning.
Right.
I was learning, but
it was engaging.
But exactly. Mm-hmm. But that shit kind of wears off too. Then now what? You know, like so that's when I try to find like the thing that I enjoy doing the most. That's when I thought about it. What do I enjoy doing most? About like of course I love baseball, but what do I enjoy doing within baseball? I enjoy training. Like I said, like I like making these small goals
incremental,
or whatever.
Right.
Exactly. And I like seeing my get better. I just like seeing myself do more than what I'm capable of. And that gives me joy. So I'm like, well, let's start training. You know, and that I started right then, that second. You know, like and so whatever it is, whatever that you think that is like, hey, like I like this. It could be fucking if it's gambling or whatever, like you know, the poker thing. If you like poker, great. Get really good at it.
Do more of it until you hate it.
Do better than anybody else if you're going to do it.
Right.
Because the only thing I have to say from my experience is because if you just do it just for fun, that's fine. But that's not really going to take you long ways, right? So find something that you're truly passionate about and do that. Try to do that really fucking well. Not like, hey, like I'm better than this person. No, like, hey, like let's take it to the next level.
What would your response be to the people who say that making your passion a job or monetizing your passion is how you lose that passion? Because you hear that a lot nowadays.
I do, yeah,
all the time nowadays.
Right. For me, it's been the opposite. So for me, like I found passion, which again is baseball. I came back to baseball,
right?
Because that's my passion.
Right.
Now with that, I have a different job.
Right.
I'm not playing professional baseball no more. I'm a content creator. It's a total different job within the same passion.
Right.
So again, that's I don't know. It's kind of tough to kind of explain. Like, but I don't think that's the truth because like for me, I came back to baseball and I found a different path within baseball. Now I'm running with it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Did you ever do anything with content creation before you started doing this?
No, man. I started in I had like.
So you had no experience. You just kind of fell into it, and you were like, "Wow."
And people know, like, if they follow me for a long time, like I started in this shitty fucking concrete like baseball facility. It was like super small for like little leaguers, basically. I started there. And I didn't even have the key for it. So like I almost like not break in, but like I knew a local kid. And I was like, oh, hey, I got a key for this place. He gave me this key. I went to this shitty fucking thing. I called it prison because it's so fucking shitty. And then I called it prison baseball. And I did that for like a little bit. And I got caught by this lady that's running it. She came in, what are you doing? I'm like, hey, I just want to train. Like, and then I explained like who I was. Like I played professional baseball. She's like, all right, well, come out, help me this camp that she's running.
And I'll let you
use it. I'm like, done. And
Fair enough.
I did that just so that I can train. You
right.
know what I'm saying? Like, so...
it wasn't even about the videos at that point.
No, yeah. and I honestly, the reason I started making videos is because I just enjoyed doing it. I wanted to share what I was doing, whether it's like a high school kid or a minor leaguer or whatever.
Right.
You know, like these people that can see it. not even learn, like even if you can get a little bit of enjoyment out of it, if you get a little laugh too, that's fine.
If you had a shitty day, come watch it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of my videos are like pretty like loose, you know, like
They're very
I'm not like, hey, like these are the 3 things that you have to do.
Right.
Fuck that. No,
right.
you're like, hey, this is what I'm doing. What do you think? I like
They're very lighthearted.
Yeah.
They're very lighthearted.
And you can take it whichever way, you know, but also I'm trying to be me, right? I'm trying to be me, not change who I am, the way I am, the things I preach, right? So
did you find a moment where you were making content where things kind of popped off? Was there a specific moment that you can remember where things started going well for you with the content creation?
Yeah, for YouTube, the biggest thing was I had made this video. So I started doing like this thing called Project 95 or Die. Okay. I want to throw 95 miles an hour or die. That's like my mentality, right? It's like do it or fucking die. You know, like so I did that. I post that video up, and out of nowhere I got like fucking 100K views, right? I'm like,
that's wild.
What is going on? And then after that, I made a video about shitty minor league pay like a year ago. And that shit out of nowhere pops up too. And that's a lot of things. So I got a couple minor leaguers right now that started YouTube. And I was like, hey, you guys should start YouTube. And, you know, and they started it. And for me, like, it just do it. Why not? Why? Just throw shit out there. It doesn't have to be this. And that's the biggest thing I learned with all these people that I met. I'm like, oh, dude, I want to do what you're doing now, like YouTube. But like, I don't know what to do, or I'm kind of scared, or I gotta make this perfect video. Fuck that, dude.
The big thing is you don't give a fuck about who says what about you or what they think about you, and I think that's the issue. A lot of the guys that are telling you that are having. They care too much about what everyone else is gonna think.
Exactly, dude. Yeah, dude. That video I made, the 151 days, I literally edited from my phone. I shot with my phone.
Just like iMovie on your phone.
Dude, just a piece of shit, like free app. And it's just like, what are you doing?
Right.
Like, and I did that. I got over 100,000 views. Now, people that are consuming these content, they want authenticity. Like, they want real shit. They don't like this fake, this beautiful shit. Of course.
That's why you come to YouTube. If you wanted something that was like...
You watch TV.
Right. You watch Netflix or Hulu or whatever. Right.
Right. So that's a thing a lot of people, I think, miss. If they think, oh, dude, my video, it's got to be the most perfect, you know, edited. I got to hire an editor and all that. I'm like, no, motherfucker. Just the good thing about the reason YouTube exists so that anybody can post shit up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can go, like, anybody can post, hey, I'm going to click that plus button, fucking just post up a video. Anybody can do that because that's what it's for.
Right. That's what it's here for.
It doesn't have to be this most perfect thing that you're not going to fucking get. Because you're just not going to be there.
Right.
Even me, like I've been doing this for 5 months. I'm still searching to get better and do more. And my video quality's, I mean, it's definitely better than before because I have a team, right? But it's like, no, it's not perfect.
Right.
But I'm going to still like showcase what I am or what I'm trying to preach or whatnot, right? So
speaking of that, look behind you. You see how that light fell right there? Yeah, I think that is a fantastic segue to say, hey, our light fell. But it doesn't fucking matter because we're here having the show.
Content, exactly.
Right, we're here having the show.
Exactly.
You make a great point with that. There definitely, and I've gotten stuck in this cycle myself. Right. You walked in here and you noted how professional the studio looks. Right. I still have a very small following.
Right.
And for the first, let's say 6-7 months of me trying to do this show, I was very set and focused on making sure that it was the most professional thing on the world, right? So once I got to that point, obviously happy I had the means to make it look as professional as I did, right? You start to recognize that it is more about the conversation. It is more about the people that you're having on. It's more about the message that you're trying to share with people, right? And now that I'm at that point where I have people like yourself, for example, coming on the show to talk, you start to see the growth actually pick up. Right. The people are what matter.
100%.
The people and the message.
And going back to YouTube, who you are and what you represent is far more important than what kind of videos you can produce. Sure, like if you have better lightings or whatever, sure, it can look slightly better. But if your message is shit, no one's gonna fucking look at that.
Maybe you get them to click on, but they're not gonna stay.
Exactly.
Right.
And if you don't get them to do that, then you're just not gonna get the views. It is really useless. Yeah. Like it's clickbait.
You get all the views, but you get a 1 minute watch rate.
But even like clickbait views, like that's not how you grow. That's what I'm saying. Like if all these big YouTubers or whatever, they have these core thing that they preach and their information is good and they provide it well. And that's all you need to do. Like, don't worry about this most perfect, like setup. Like, no, you can worry about that shit later. You know what I'm saying? Just present who you are, what you preach, and what you want to do, your passion. And people will like it.
Yeah.
That's literally the only thing I did, man. I had no business. I didn't even know what iMovie was in the beginning. Because I used my iPhone, and my iPhone didn't have an iMovie for whatever reason back then.
Just an older phone.
Just
whatever.
an older fucking iPhone. So
Right.
what the fuck's an iMovie? I downloaded this shitty app, and I just started like clipping.
Right.
Just learning.
Right.
And I had no idea. I didn't go to like school for like, like
videography
or any of that shit, right? So everything was really started with like what I wanted to do and who I was. And I basically just showcased that. And my brands just kept getting bigger and bigger. And people think it's like this hey, like you're gonna grow like this. No, man. Like when I first started YouTube, like for a year, I was like, I don't think I broke like thousands of subscribers. And now I'm at like this, the growth has been exponential growth, right? So same thing for you as well. Like, yeah, sure, you might have a little bit slower than what you're thinking, but I'm telling you, when it takes off, it's gonna take off. And when it takes off, your information better be good so that those people can get you there, right? And that's what it's all about. Like whatever your information, what you're trying to preach and everything is good, it's gonna come.
Yeah.
And I truly believe that, because I'm telling you, I'm the guy that had nothing. I was a bar manager. Who the fuck is gonna watch bar manager playing baseball?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. But
Yeah.
I mean, I was just true to myself. Got showcased everything that I did. I was transparent. I wasn't fucking faking no bullshit. The days I throw shitty, I'll still post it. The days I fucking try to lift this and I can't get it up and I'm fucking struggling, I'm still gonna post it up there. Because that's me. That's all of me. I don't want to just showcase this 1% of me. Let me showcase all of it.
Right. Well, man, you exemplify what we're trying to show here, which is genuine and honest conversations with people who are showcasing who they really are.
Right.
And I think it says a lot about what you're doing and why you're doing it. Right.
Appreciate it.
And it really shows. It really, really shows. When I see your content, something like I went on a binge, okay, before you came on the show, watching your shit. I was like, this guy's a fucking psycho.
Yeah, I do. I've been called out a lot, and now I take pride in that.
Yeah.
Because what's funny? The funniest comment I've read recently, someone called me, "Hey, this guy's the shitty Walmart version of Shohei Ohtani." It's like a baseball pitcher that like also hits and throws or whatever. I'm like, that's great. That's my brand. Like people are recognizing a little more.
Right.
And I appreciate that, no matter what it is, And so again, like if my videos can either bring like a laugh or just like a small little information that you can learn, like if you're for a baseball pitcher that you can learn or whatever. Even
maybe older dude who used to play gets out and starts throwing again.
Dude, those messages, I actually got quite a bit of those DMs.
Those ones are touching for you, huh?
Dude, it means a lot.
Yeah.
It means a lot. I had the most recent was dude was 54 years old. He asked me for this pocket radar, which is a radar gun that I use. It's cheaper than like the actual like a big time radar gun or whatever. And he asked me for a code because I have a code like that get 10% off and stuff like that. He's like, hey, I'm 54 years old and I'm gonna get this pocket radar. And you inspire me to go throw because I truly enjoy playing baseball and I want to do it again. And so he wants to set up in his backyard, kind of like what I did in my shitty prison.
Right.
I'm like, dude, 100%. I sent him a code and I said, hey, if you need anything, like let me know, like any like tips or whatever to throw harder or whatever. And that's what it's all about, man. Like it could be anybody. It doesn't have to be all for like guys that are trying to play pro.
Right.
Not everyone's gonna play pro. Most people are not gonna play pro.
Right.
So these people that are not gonna play, why not inspire them too?
Right.
Like, why the fuck not?
Why would you stop doing something you enjoy doing? Because you're not going to go pro.
Exactly. And there's a lot of thing with that in baseball. I think it's mainly with sports. When they get done playing, let's say like you're done with, like I'm done playing after college. You didn't get drafted. A lot of people just like completely shut off baseball and they don't like, oh, no, I'm never going to play again.
That energy never goes anywhere else either. They never funnel it into anything.
Why would you do that? It's been your passion for all along. And if you can find a different passion, do it. But if you can't, just keep on doing it.
At least carry it through. And I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot from people that you have to be able to put your energy and efforts into something. Because if you're going to be sedentary, like you said, a lot of guys get into drugs, they get into alcohol.
100%.
You start medicating because you need to distract yourself.
And I was doing that when I became a bar manager. I told you, like in the beginning, I was like everything new, but I was drinking every day. My life was a shit show. Like it was a fucking shit show. Yeah. And I kind of saw that, but
you got in front of it.
But exactly now I'm like, hey, like, no, like let's change that up. Right. Now, hopefully some of these people that are even listening to this, hopefully they have the courage to like change what they're doing, or even like continue pursuing whatever they're doing, but do better.
Right.
You know, like so.
I hear you. Well, I appreciate you coming on, my dude.
Hey man,
I really hope
great.
people watching this, all of you guys over at home watching this, you guys take what he's saying to heart, because it's much bigger than the content. It's much bigger than baseball. It's much bigger than all of that. And you're proving that with what you're doing, not what you're saying. And that's what makes a difference with you, in my opinion.
Right. For sure.
I want to give you the floor. 2 cameras right here. Mm-hmm. If you have anything you want to tell the people at home, any, promo codes, messages, whatever you want to do, the floor is all yours. You have at it.
I think the main thing that we talked about too is find what you enjoy doing, man. Like, it's really easy being said than done. A lot of people are like, oh, what do you enjoy doing? A lot of people don't know what you don't know. So find it. Spend time in even finding something you enjoy doing. Like, go try shit. You never golfed? Go fucking to the driving range. I've never played golf before, and I've been going to the driving range like twice a week, and I'm gonna train for like long drive competition. And I'm hitting like golf balls. I got up to like 385 yards. Like, whatever it is, like, just do it and find time in finding what it is. Whatever it is. It could be fucking video games, or it could be fucking just most random shit that you can think of. Whatever. Just spend time in finding it and getting better at it and trying to improve at what you were before. I think that's where the growth starts to happen. And when growth happens, you're going to be a hell of a lot more happier. And I can guarantee you that, because that's what I am at right now. And this is the happiest I've ever been in my life. So hopefully you guys can all find that. Find what you truly enjoy doing. If you already have one, great. Now do more. If you already know what you're doing, fucking do it the best you can fucking possibly do every fucking day. So that's about all I got.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate your time more than anything. I appreciate your guys' time for watching the video. Again, if you haven't checked out Eric's YouTube channel, it'll be linked down below. Definitely go check that out if you're a psycho and you want to watch another psycho do his shit.
Let's go.
And we'll catch you guys in the next episode. Always a pleasure to have you. Peace out, stay safe, and have a good rest of your week.